The most important lesson I took from City Council of Darkness episode 3, Life Begins at Night, is that Mitch, aka Darkness Man, is a perv. A lot of things happened in this episode, and we have a major plot point to talk about. So let's bite into it. So the beginning of the episode leads us to Sweetie Pies. This is the strip club that begins everything essentially. We discover that Mitch is a perv, we get introduced to Susan, and we also get introduced to Kelly. Kelly especially is interesting to me because Siobhan's role did not succeed in discovering some important details about her. And in the adventuring party, Siobhan said that she wanted to roll to see if she's a leprechaun. And I do agree. There's the art that suggests she might be a leprechaun, and there's also Brennan's description that says she's Irish. And outside of that, you also have in the description a little lucky lady. So outside of that, just her mere existence, let's say she is what we think she is, a leprechaun, even if it turns out to be that she isn't, doesn't matter. What it is revealing about this world is that there are more entities outside of vampires and werewolves. And that's something that I didn't really think about. I know this is a whole setup. Vampire the Masquerade is not so black and white. But up until now, we've only seen different types of vampires. So getting introduced to something else is very interesting to me to see the variance in this world. A separate section of the episode also shows us the contest, Madeline, and Bethchild going after that ghost that Bethchild sensed at the end of the last episode. One interesting turn of events in this interaction with Nathaniel, the ghost, was that this ghost actually became angry and left to become a vengeful spirit with the other spirits in the mine. At least that's the implied thing that happened, because it leaves the to-go box that it was trapped in, and we kind of assume it goes to the mine, but I'm not sure if that's really what happened. This whole interaction with the ghost also shows us there is something deeper here in Perpy that we haven't discovered yet, and it shows us there are players that don't really care about the little people, the normal citizens, and these people that died were the victims of something much larger that's happening behind the scenes. Paired with what we've already seen in the last episode and what we also see in this episode with HJ and Levante talking to Susan about trying to acquire Sweetie Pie, or at least become partners with Susan in the ownership of Sweetie Pie, the management of this city is making it harder and harder for small businesses to thrive. And not just the small businesses, also the regular people. So that's part of the puzzle. We also see the apps that are coming into use and all the senior people places that are turning up. Something is happening here. This is all part of a larger plan. The last part of the episode is a sort of a journey that Zaith and Darkness Man goes on after the whole pervert thing. Okay, we got it. It's a different time now, and it was assumed that Zaith and Darkness Man having this little moment to go on their own would be good for them. And they do, and they actually do kind of bond a little bit. And they come to this place underground with this radio tower, and there is this ominous feeling, this energy that's coming from the room inside the radio tower. And right there as well, they see all of these signs that something happened here. Maybe people that were working on this project as well died too. And I don't really know if this is the same place as the catacombs that Darkness Man alluded to in the beginning of the episode, but it is underground. There is a structure here. Something happened. It is in this general area of the construction that he got from the guy that he followed in this episode and inspired him that superheroes are real for some reason. So they end up turning off whatever was operating this radio tower for ages. And Brennan ends the episode with this description of a footprint that was where the red light was on. So, coupled with the adventuring party after this episode, where I think it was Siobhan that mentioned something about Bigfoot, I think it might be that, but something doesn't add up with the description that Brennan gave in the end of the episode. Brennan describes this entity as vast, big, something from far away that now senses them. And I don't think Bigfoot is that. And I might be oversimplifying. Sure, he might have some other stuff that I might not be remembering right now. But I don't think sensing people from miles and miles away is something that Bigfoot can do. So it might be something else, but I'm not really sure what. And also, the interesting part is that this footprint was on the thing that was glowing, and now it's no longer glowing. So either this footprint was associated with with whoever built this place, and now what we're seeing that's going to come back is something else entirely, or this is still related to this entity and we need to kind of figure out what that is. In any case, that's all I had for this episode. This was a fun one. I really enjoy the fun that these people have around the table. This is a chaotic season. And yeah, if you have any guesses to what this is that Zaith and Darknessman now unleashed on Perpy, let me know in the comments below. I'm really excited to kind of nerd out with you about it. And if you have any other thoughts about the episode, please feel free to share them too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.